What do you think about networking groups like BNI and Gold Star?
Great question. I think it's very important to get involved somewhere and building that discipline and that routine. Those types of groups can be really helpful because there's that mutual accountability of there's a rhythm and a cadence to their meeting schedule. There's even an outline and an agenda of what they are going to do at that meeting, right? So each of them is built with an intentionality about networking and how they do that in those in BNI and the Gold Star example. There's others like that, I'm sure, but it's coming in and you're trying to share and bring referrals to other people. And so that can be very helpful from that rhythm and getting your mindset kind of focused on, okay, I'm really wanting to build this thing. Now, whether or not going to that event is actually going to result in you coming away with 2 or 3 cases every week, probably not. At least that was never my experience. But building the relationship with the individuals who are there, learning about how others present their business, and taking it as an opportunity to be seen as a lawyer who consistently shows up every time there's an opportunity to do so, I think goes a long way to building your practice.
Yeah, I think the networking groups like BNI and Gold Star are good to an extent. I think they would be good for an attorney that is just hanging his own shingle. I think that would be a good thing to do. My experience was fairly similar to yours that I didn't get a ton of cases from it, but I did make some connections and was able to generate a couple clients that, even though I haven't been involved in one of those for probably 7 or 8 years now, you know, uh, every year or so I get a phone call due to the relationships that I built at that group. And so I wouldn't say that it was fruitless. I would have the caveat of have reasonable expectations going into it. Don't expect that you're going to, have a seven-figure law practice because you went to the BNI group. I don't think that would be a reasonable expectation for
Yeah,
an.
yeah, such an important point because as you are doing all of these activities, there is no overnight success principle. This is consistency over time will lead to results. And when you're first starting out and you need the phone to ring, that's not what you want to hear because I need work, I need clients, I need cases, but it takes time to get your brand into the marketplace, right? And that's what you're doing is you're putting yourself out there. You have limited available reputation when you first start because not many people have experienced who you are as a lawyer. And so you're trying to build that reputation. So you do that in a lot of ways. You do it in delivering quality legal services, but you can also do that by consistently showing up and committing to something. And that will enhance that reputation. Has nothing to do with your legal skill necessarily, but it does have to do with your character and your integrity and who you are as a person. And so the more people like you and like interacting with you, the more likely they are to think of you as a potential resource when a legal need arises. But they have to be comfortable enough with you and who you are to refer someone to you to handle that legal matter. And that's a big deal. And so you'll see things that in your career don't really make sense. They don't have direct connection to your ability as a lawyer, but because you went to a certain college or you're part of a certain group, that gives you some credibility with them. And because they know you and they know how you are outside of the law, they can kind of connect the dots and say, likely you're going to be okay as a lawyer because of the other areas in which I know you.